Alright, so let's go over exactly how Facebook ads work. So in 2019, Facebook made just under $70 billion in advertising revenue alone. So you can suffice it to say that Facebook definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to like running their ad platform. So as an advertiser, as somebody that markets on Facebook, it's to your advantage to have at least a basic idea just how the Facebook ad platform works. So maybe you ask yourself at some point, just how does the ad platform work? Like how are these guys making all this money? So if you're watching this video, you come to the right place because we're going to go over some basic concepts when it comes to understanding just how Facebook ads work. So the first thing we're going to go over is the anatomy of a Facebook ad. So what do we mean when we talk about a Facebook ads? What are its basic parts? So when you break down a Facebook ad to its individual parts, we're going to see several pieces that emerge from as we break it down and stuff. So first thing we're going to talk about is a creative. Now the creative is essentially the visual element behind your ad. It could be either an image or a video, depending on the type of ad that you're creating, but that is essentially what the creative is. Next we have is the ad copy, which is pretty much the written text that we see above the creative. Next we have the headline, which is either a short sentence or phrase that appears directly under the creative, and its use is going to depend upon the context of the ad. Moving forward, we have the placement, which is where the ad actually appears. And then finally, we have the targeting, which is a group of people that's going to be exposed to your ad. And then there's the bidding, which is the amount that you're willing to pay to show your ad to that particular target audience. So next, now that we understand the basic parts of a Facebook ad, let's talk about the ad auction. Now, Facebook uses a real-time auction to determine the best ad to show to a person at a given point in time. So as you can imagine, there are billions of auctions happening all at once, and advertisers that are trying to reach the same target market are going to compete in the same auction against one another. So what Facebook does when it comes to all these different ads that are competing for the same target market, it assigns each ad a particular score, and the ad that has the highest total value is going to win that auction. Now the total value of an ad is made up of three factors. Now those three factors is the bid, which is how much that you're willing to pay for an ad, the estimated action rate, which is Facebook's best guess on whether or not someone engages or converts on your ad, as well as the ad quality, which is quote unquote how good your ad is from a multitude of different perspectives. So pretty much, I think Ron Goldman, the VP of Ad Products, sums it up best where he says that our goal is to make ads on Facebook just as useful and relevant as posts people see from friends and family. Now that word relevant is going to be key, and we're going to be talking about that in a little bit. So next we're going to be talking about ad relevance, which is exactly what I was referring to. Now when you take the estimated action rate along with the ad quality, we're able to get the overall relevance of that particular ad. Now relevance pretty much just deals with how relevant that ad is to a particular person. Now Facebook has a set of 3 diagnostics that helps with determining the relevance of your ad. So if you notice that your ad isn't performing as well as you would like, it may have to deal with the relevance. So these diagnostics helps with determining if relevance is a factor in whether your ads are performing or not. So the first factor is the quality ranking, which is the ad's perceived quality compared to other ads competing for the same target audience. Next is the engagement ranking, which is the likelihood that a person will click, react to, comment on, share, or expand an ad, as well as the conversion rate ranking, which is your ad's expected conversion rate compared to other ads with the same optimization goal, otherwise known as your ad objective, competing for the same audience. So these 3 diagnostics you should take into consideration when determining the relevance of your score. So as I was saying before, these diagnostics are compared to similar ads that's competing for the same audience. So when you're looking at the diagnostics, you may see your ads are performing at average, above average, below average, depending on the other people that are competing for that same audience. So next we have which is called the post-click experience. This is also really important when it comes to determining how Facebook ads work. So if you're directing people off of Facebook, you need to ensure that the experience remains up to par. So pretty much what I mean by that is, now when it comes to Facebook, the thing that they hold the most precious is the experience of the user. Because if users have a good experience on the Facebook platform, then they're going to spend a lot longer time on the platform, and they're also going to come back to it often. And how they measure that is in terms of the experience. So the better the experience that the person has, the more time they'll spend on the platform. So as an advertiser, if you're trying to direct people off of Facebook, now it's up to you to maintain that user experience, because if people just go onto your website and they bounce off after like a second or two, Facebook's going to determine that you're not giving a good experience, and your ad costs are going to rise up as a result of that. Now, Facebook calculates this experience, partially at least, based off the website speed as well as the user's network connection. So if your website is really fast and the user has a really strong connection, then there's a high likelihood they're going to serve that ad to your particular audience. Now, if you have a really slow website, on the other hand, and the user's network connection is very poor, then it's very unlikely that they're going to serve your ad to that person. So according to Facebook, they're going to show ads to people when they are interested in your content and have a network connection that can quickly load the post-click content. So like I was saying before, it all goes back to the overall speed of the website as well as the network connection that your audience has. If you have both a fast website and they have a good network connection, there's a very high likelihood they're going to show your ad, along with some other factors to be taken into consideration. So coming up next, we're going to go over the 5 Facebook business tools. Now, you might not know this, but Facebook has a ton of tools when it comes to help growing your business, and this all relates to the ad platform. So I'm super excited to share these 5 tools with you, and it's really going to help you when it comes to creating and managing your business on Facebook. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. That way you can get notified as soon as the next video drops. Because what happens is, even if you hit the subscribe button sometimes and you don't hit the bell icon, Facebook may not necessarily notify you when a new video has appeared on this channel. So make sure you hit that bell icon as well, so that way you can get notified and you don't miss any videos as they come out. So I want to thank you just for taking the time to watch this video. I always appreciate people that take the time to watch this video. I hope you got something valuable out of this. I hope it taught you something new about the Facebook ad platform. You're going to see 2 videos pop up below that you can check out if you want to see more of the content that I create. My name is Jacob Aguirre. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a marketer, I'm a philosopher. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.